Today on All About Cards, we're doing a speed break of 2014 Topps Heritage Baseball. Each hobby box contains 24 packs with 9 cards per pack, and the promise of one real one autograph or relic card in every box. Now let's get to the break. So here's our box and our box topper. Our box topper with a 3-ad panel. There's certainly some other stuff that is really cool if you can pull it, but 3-ad panels will probably be more common. Based on the 1965 release of Topps Heritage, this set will be very familiar to those of you that have collected Heritage in the past. Configuration is pretty much the same as in the prior years, with one small tweak that is rather significant that we'll talk about in a bit after I show you this parallel, the first chrome, numbered to $9.99 this year, and odds of pulling those are about 1 in 14 packs. So the biggest tweak to Heritage this year occurs in the high-numbered SPs. In a very smart move, Topps took the majority of the bigger name players and moved them to the SPs. But they've also gone ahead now, and with all the short printed variations, a large majority of those are also coming from the SPs. So those are super tough this year to pull. And of course, if you're trying to build this without trading on the secondary market, simply by purchasing cards, because the majority of those cards are bigger name players, you're going to have to dig a little deeper into your pockets to pull this set off this year. So smart in that it added value to the set, but at the same time becomes a tougher thing to put together. Here's the minis. These are numbered to 100. Those fall about, the odds are 1 in 220. Here's an important thing I want to show you. One of the variations that is short printed is referred to as the throwback uniform. These are 1 in 3,175 packs. This card, Adam Eaton, while in a throwback uniform, is not one of them. This bothers me a bit. I see this on eBay, people selling it as a throwback uniform. Do not buy it as a uniform. It is just a regular card. And I think that's something that Topps actually should have kept consistent. If you're going to have a category for throwback uniforms, make sure they are only short printed. Now here's an R-Action photo variable for the box. Those fall about 1 a box on average. So you'll have to check your cards rather closely to make sure that you have the actual photo variation. And those are out there to be found as far as visual checklists. And we should have one up on our blog fairly soon. So now we're going to get to the meat of the box, and this is where our hits were. But first there was another chrome, and then the hit, which is a B.J. Upton regular swatch. This is going to be the majority of the hits in Heritage, and that's fairly common for folks that collect. They know that off the bat. But here was a surprise. This is a black refractor parallel, numbered to 65. Odds of pulling that are 1 in 225 packs. So this was pretty much your standard box of Heritage. In general, I like it this year, but it's a tough year to put together unless you are buying box upon box upon box. That should do it for our break. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out our blog, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe here on our YouTube channel.